Hey, how's it going? I'm Blogger the Hut, and this is every new vehicle that I spotted in Skeleton Crew. So first we have the public buses. If you see here, they are actually hooked into the ground rails transport system. They're piloted by RX droids, all of them. And we see a little bit of the interior here as all the kids go on it. We see quite a few of them on the planet, all plugged into, like I say, these grooves into the ground. You see them going through the city here. They all seem to be this kind of double design. We don't see any bigger or smaller. Two of them arriving to drop the kids off at school. We see one that's been abandoned and blown up. And then we see a few of the same design on Akron, suggesting that they're all part of the way these dual planets were designed. Then we have the car. There are 4 different types of cars. This one on the right here is the most common we see quite often. This kind of white one. You see it there zipping past, and quite a few of them in the tunnel. Again, they're all plugged into the grooves in the ground on the transport system. But yeah, we see a few different colour variations of them as well. And then see a few of them with their doors open, being abandoned after the city loses power. Then we have this little compact car. We see 2 of them passing each other on the right there. And then another one in the main transport system. And we see a few dotted around throughout the city. This one being passed by Fern and KB, and another one abandoned when the city loses power. Then this boxy design coming down on the left here. We see one passing the bus there. We do see a few of these. Probably my favourite design, actually. One zooming past there, but we see Wim's dad has one of these, and again we really see how they're hooked into this public transport system, as you can see these sparks as it goes around the corner and into the garage. We see a few more close-ups of the car as it's parked in, as Wim's dad tries to get it going, but obviously again it can't drive without the energy from the main transport system. Look at it, the back of it there, and there's a few more dumped on the road. And lastly, this slightly longer design, see some on the left and also an open top variant on the right. See 2 coming out the tunnel here, and basically just kind of a bigger version of the first car, some with an open top design and some with a closed top, but you can definitely see that they're all the same design. Moving on to hoverbikes, we also have 4 designs, starting with Fern and KB's bike, this really nippy one as it goes through the tunnel there, with the sidecar built on, really agile, nimble thing, but obviously a bit temperamental as we see it losing power here. And then in the finale we get to see it really push to its limits as KB rides it like an absolute pro, taking it over these jumps, just driving it around the city under gunfire, doing these amazing turns. So you can see how manoeuvrable all these bikes are. Then we have the bully bike, probably the best look at this one actually. I do like the kind of sloped design to it, and then we see it being co-opted by Wim's dad, and again just pretty manoeuvrable with that funny like sidecar thing going on. Then we have Wim's design, a little bit more compact, obviously without the sidecar design. Pretty nifty still though. See, he's got his own little tassels on like a proper 80s kid's school bike. We see him. Obviously it's got a bit of weight to it, even with the repulsors, as he has to lift it over that barrier. And the little shopping basket type thing on the back as well. I do like the little kind of dome at the front. Kind of reminds me of the Rebels speeder bike. See it there as he goes tumbling over the cliff. And then we get some more close-up footage of it as he drags it along there. And then again we get to see him really go for it in the finale. And lastly, Neil's bike, a little bit more compact than the others. Again, no sidecar, just very small, and it's a bit more compact than Wim's design, without any sort of space on the back for storage. You see it there compared to Wim's, it's definitely a lot smaller. But we do see that again, when he really wants to, he can really ride it. It was really cool to see all these bikes let rip. And on at Akron we have this hover tank, very clearly an evolution of the AAT from the Trade Federation. The sound is very evocative of that design. You see it from the back there, this kind of tall turret shape. And on Lanupa, we see this floor scrubbing vehicle just behind the Onyx Cinder, going around, mopping up the hangar bay. Get another look at it, coming slightly closer in from the right there. And then at Atin's Vault, we see these floating sleds that go around transporting cargo. They do seem like they're mostly automated, but we can see that they can be chartered and possibly piloted by the adults there as they come to meet the kids. And the last vehicle on this list is quite possibly the coolest of these pirate kind of cargo sled things, really covered in this jagged armor with all these gun turrets all over, just dropping the pirates into occupy the town. I just really loved the design of these with these fins coming out, and just everything's just angular with the Pirate Nation stripes on them as well. Just love how nimble they are as well, quite agile, even though they look quite cumbersome, and just really able to cause damage, well, especially if you're on just a little hover bike. And that is it. That is every new vehicle design that I spotted in Skeleton Crew. I'll be back covering spaceships, droids, species, all that stuff. So if you're interested in that, you can subscribe to the channel, but it's all good. And again, just thank you very much for watching, and may the Force be with you.